Right, I'm servicing this burner here. So I've took it all apart here. I'll show you it in reverse order, but I'll show you a couple of things that you would need to think about. So you want to get that on there. Just stick your hands on, and I see I shine this torch on so you can see. Get all the old rusty dust out. Clean all that rusty dust off with a wire brush, and then vacuum it out, or just lift it out with like a stripper or something. I use this wee tool here. It's like a wee flat piece of steel, and then I just scraped everything out, and then brought that out the hole, and then dumped all the oil debris on here onto a bucket, as you can see. So I've removed this thing too. This shoots the jet. Well, this directs the jet under the actual boiler itself, but it's connected with two screws, one at the top and one at the bottom. It's not rocket science. Years ago I used to wonder how to get it apart, but I've since worked it out. But just clean that as well with a wire brush and clean all the oil rust off it. And then on here, your bit as well, cleaning that as well. And here you'll see, if you look on closely where the torch is pointing, there's a wee eye. That wee eye detects the flame, and if there's no flame it cuts the boiler out, or cuts the burner out. So just get a wee paintbrush and make sure there's no debris on that, because that's very important. It's actually to stop any accidents, you know. Say for instance that doesn't ignite, it's just to save oil flying out all over the place, you know. It's like it detects light, it's a light detector. So all you have to do now is put this back together. So you just stick that back on. You can change this here as well. That's a wee nozzle there that people always rant on about. All these oil burner boys are all fucking full of shit, if you ask me. They all come on, they replace this wee, it's called a jet, that comes off with a spanner. It's in the shape of a nut, and if you turn the nut, the wee jet comes off in your hand, and then you just screw another jet on. But I mean, they all go on about this wee hole here at the end, wears and gets bigger and all, load of fucking balls. So you never really need to change that. Well, you can change it if you want, but I don't think it's as important as they say. I think it's just to get an extra £15 out of you. But anyway, all you have to do is screw this back on. Right. Let's see if I can show you what to do. You just tighten the wee screws there at the side. The one there at the top. Where is it? There it is there. And then put the wee gasket back on. There'll be a wee gasket that goes there, like that. See it? It's like a wee paper gasket like you would get in a car, just to keep everything nice and sealed in. And then what I want to show you is, so this is the thing that holds the burner. That there, it's easy. It's not rocket science really. That there goes over that, and then there's two nuts that hold that on. One there, and one here. How hard to do this and how to phone at the same time. Right, and just when you're doing this equally, don't over screw. Do a wee, tighten this one a wee bit, and then tighten this one a wee bit, and just keep moving left to right. Don't over tighten one side, or you're not doing it right. In other words, you want it equal at both sides. And you don't have to rub it. You don't have to rub the fucking balls out of it, tightening it. As long as it's tight enough. Whenever it's hard to turn the spanner, you know. That's tight enough. That should be alright there now. So the burner goes on next. Again, not rocket science. One nut holds this on. I don't want to lift it. Oh. That's it there. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll set this down a minute. This camera. It's hard to do. My one hand. You're seeing that? I can't even fucking see the camera. Hooked up there. And one nut holds that on. That's that on. That wee nut there holds that on. You see it? But if you loosen at it, that just comes off. So I think it's a 12mm spanner you need for it. No, it's actually, what is it? Fucking 13 or something. That's it tight now. So just put the waffles or whatever the fuck they're called back in. It's just these bits of steel here though. What they do is when that shoots out the flame, these things just save the flame going right up the fucking tube. They sort of distribute the flame so as it hits the sides and all. So there's water flying around inside there. So just put the wee, I don't know what they're fucking called. They're called waffles or something. And they're all the fucking same. Every one of them's the same, so it doesn't matter what order you put them in. There's wee slots for them, as you'll see. And that one. There's one more just. There's actually two more. See that there shoots out a flame, a big massive fucking flame, right? And the flame goes up in here, and then they just make the flame, you know, they divert the flame so it hits the sides. So that's that, more or less fucking done now. So the front just goes on now, this front here. Let me see. The front plate goes on now. Just sit this down now. 2 seconds. It's easy enough, like it just fucking slots on. Oh, upside down. You just screw your nuts on then. That's it done, more or less. As I say, you can change that jet if you want. I was showing you there, but if the hole looks really fine, like it's like a pinhole, it sort of spits out the oil, you know, and makes it spray. And then whenever the oil ignites, it gives you a nice flame. So that's basically how it works. Where the fuck's that washer? Right. I've took the thermostat out too. I'll show you how to put that back in. I was just cleaning the rust off the top of the burner, or the boiler, sorry. I'll tighten them up at my leisure whenever. I don't want to bore you out, but this here just goes back on now. 2 screws, one at the top and one at the bottom. Or no, there's actually 3. 1, 2, and one at the top. And they just, if you loosen them off, you know, they're about halfway out. They just... That's it. Slipped on there. Plastic off. Let's see where my screws are. There's one there, look. See it? Let's see, but just tighten them up again. One at that side and one on the other side. So that's it on again now. That's it, more or less. Oh, that's a thermostat. There, look. It's got two wee fucking, I don't know, heat things on them, heat sensors. And I just shove that back on there, look. There's a little wee screw on there, but it's on the side just to hold it in position, but it broke off. Here's what I would always recommend as well. Now with these wee covers out of the feet, just shove them back on. That just keeps everything nice and insulated. You know, I've one for the top too, but it's a wee bit burnt out, so I'm gonna replace it. I actually forgot to put this one on. This one goes on before that goes on, but I'll take that back. I'll take that off again.